figure out how to change the orientation, if this thing will let me change the orientation. It may not. Well, daggum. I thought that I could, oh, it says flip. No, that's the wall. Y'all gotta forgive me, I'm trying to figure this out. Welcome to live chat, bloody bloody. Is there a way for me to, I guess you guys gotta deal with me being, well, hold on. You gotta look at my ceiling and my light for a second, I'm sorry. That means I gotta change my whole, you guys see this? I got had the stand hooked up with the daggum, oops, vice grip. Because I'm resourceful. Dang it. Now I gotta fix this. This is the most riveting, like, classy live stream ever, right? Whee! Maybe there is a way for me to do it. I just don't know how. Nope. No, cancel. There we go. Whoops, I pushed the wrong button. Told ya. No, I don't want to do that. There's the voice. Hi, whoever's here. Hi, Robin. I see you. I see you. I'm trying to figure out if I can turn the screen sideways while I'm already live, but I don't know if I can. That's why it's so wiggly. I apologize. Let's see. Just trying to figure this out. Nope, can't do that. Ah! Look, I'm messing with stuff. How'd I turn that off? Shoot. Oh my gosh, none. There we go. Hello, Dolores. Hi, Mom. Obsessed with Christmas. Hello. Let me put you guys up on this stand. So I guess we're just going to be vertical because I'm still trying to figure out all this live stuff. So I have you guys turned the wrong way. Hey, Ash. Grams. What's going on? Sorry about all the wiggling. I'm trying to get this thing settled. I gotta talk to one of you guys, Grams, about how to set this thing to horizontal before I go live. Is this lighting okay? It looks fantastic on my screen. I don't know how it looks for you guys. Because I literally have nothing but like a garage, like that one back there. A clamp light. That's all that's on me. Looks good. Okay, cool. Cool. I know it's not perfect. Hey, Jen. Kristen. Obsessed with Christmas looks good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully we don't have dogs start barking because I had to bring all the sticks in. Cowboy and Dobby have been fighting. Well, Cowboy has been chewing on this stick throughout the day, and Dobby keeps coming up to him and barking like incessantly, like nonstop. Just barks at him because he wants this stick. So I took it away while we're live. So I have 3 big sticks in here in my shop right now. But I had to put that one up high because he's a butt. So I was going to try, can I hook this to my phone somehow? I'll figure this out later. We're just going to leave I was going to try to hook up my mic. I'll play with that later for another stream. I'll try to figure out how to use the mics. For now, we'll just have to use the mic on my phone. So hopefully everything sounds okay. Can you hear my fan? I've got it over here blowing on me too because it's hot, hot, hot today. Let's see. Hey, Martia. But we love the dogs. I love the dogs too. I'm fine if they come in here, but he's out there barking again. It's nonstop. Yes, I'm using my phone to go live. I figured out how to do it on my laptop, but I got to figure out how to get it up high enough. Otherwise, it's going to be the down, like, you know, looking at my nose if I do it that way. So, anyway, the reason we're here is because I, honest truth, don't want to do a video for tomorrow. So I thought that I actually want to start doing lives. So I figured today was as good as any to try it out. So I've got this. These are all of the ponies. I separated them out of the box, the mixed box that we got at that yard sale recently. So these have been sitting here waiting for me to go through them. So I figured I'd chit chat with you guys and hang out and do some Google Lens on these and try to figure out who's who and how much they're worth. Like this is made in 1984. I don't know how to know the date on these flocked ones. I gotta figure that out. She does have a little emblem on her hindquarters there. I can see where it's pressed in, where the letters are, like, you know, and stuff are pressed, but it's flocked over it, so it's hard to tell. So if you guys have any tips on that, let me know. Oh no, somebody got a haircut. That stinks. rocker, 80s rocker, right? Is this an 80s one? 83, yeah. Somebody was into metal, or they wanted a boy pony. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch in here. It's pretty cool. Some of them are a little rough. They need some cleaning and stuff, but I wanted to go through here and figure out, ooh, a little stripy one. Figure out what needs to go on eBay, what needs to go on the dollar auction, or maybe in our booth, even though we're looking at downsizing booths. So, whoa, look at this girl. She's got some like magical hair. She got an old hair clip in her hair too. Wonder how old it is. See if I can figure out how to unclip it. It's been so long. Man, she's got like a full-on blowout. Let's see. Who made this? Is this Goody? Vintage Goody? I know some of their stuff can be good. I don't know about a single, but nah, I don't see a brand anywhere. I haven't used a barrette like that in ages. It's cute though. Looks like, it does look like cotton candy. You're right. It looks like it'd be a pain to brush. I actually might put that clip back in her hair because it looks like it's been that way for probably since the 80s. Ooh, got a little rock and roll looking one. Alright, so I brought Zena's iPad in here to scan some stuff with Google Lens and see if I can figure out who is who. This one doesn't even have a marking. Does that mean it's extra old? Probably not. 1983. They're all dirty, but they're not horrible. That one's got plastic wings. I could just keep looking at them, or I could start looking some up. Hi from Owasso. Barb, hello. How are you? You're not terribly far away. Let's see. Oh gosh, go away. Get out of here. I'm not used to using Zena's iPad to do this stuff. There we go. And I have to go to the actual Google app to do it on hers. I just do Google Lens. I have the app on my phone. So, there we go. Wow, it's zoomed in really far. Might have to do this. Slide that to the side. I don't know if this is going to help because it doesn't have a little marking on its rear like normal. So what are you guys up to today? Anything fun? Dogs. Sunbeam from the first generation, released in 1983. 83 is correct. So that's good. So generation 1, that's awesome. I don't think Corey figured out how to go live vertical instead of horizontal. That's funny. Making cake. Running an escape room. That sounds fun too. Laying in the bed. We're wore out from moving horses to New Bar. Man, I bet. So we actually bought 2 small storage units today. I just said the other day in my little panic-filled emotional video that we don't like large storage units, which is totally true. We almost bought one today. Actually, technically, we did win it, and then I got a phone call. I called to leave a message like right away to say, hey, I want to come pay for this because I didn't want it to go anywhere because it had a gun right in the front, which is noted that it was not included in the auction, which we were totally fine with. We were like, no big deal, but there's probably other ones in there or something like ammo, something. So we were like, let's go for it. It had a lot of other good stuff in it. We won it for $260. I called to confirm and go pay for it. Didn't get an answer, so I left a message, and a guy called me back probably like 30 minutes later, and he was like, hey, Jessica, and I was like, yeah, this is she. He was like, hey, this is so-and-so from his Public Storage is who we normally buy from, but this is so-and-so, I just want to let you know that we have to cancel that unit. And I was like, why? And he said, it was never supposed to be auctioned off anyway. It was supposed to be canceled before the auction ended. It's supposed to have been canceled yesterday. And I was like, okay. I was like, so I've already put money into it because they automatically take a portion of it out. And I think they scammed us. I think you're right, Grams. I think so too. I brought that up to the guy. I said, it's kind of funny that there's a gun in this unit. It was up for auction recently, like in the last month, and it got canceled. But it went way like sky high last time. So we were like $260. Heck yeah, this is awesome. So I told the guy, I said, it seems kind of kind of interesting that, you know, a unit with a gun that has a lot of other good stuff. It had an empty no, that wasn't the one with the PS5 box. It had an Xbox One box right in the front door, and I was like, it's got all this great stuff. It had tools in the front. I was like, this doesn't look good because you guys are canceling this. It's the second time it's been up for auction. I said, it looks like we're being scammed. And, you know, I wasn't trying to be rude or anything like that. I told him, I said, I'm not upset with you. You know, I understand that this is not your doing specifically, but because somebody else is the one that made the mistake, which he told me. But the lady that deals with delinquencies messed up. So he said, well, no, actually the guy's mom called and said that he would be in later today to pay for it. And I said, he has to be there before the auction ends. If you guys don't cancel it, then that's on you, not me. I mean, we're out no matter what, but we'll get our little bit of money back for the 10%. But he said, I said, so what do I need to do now? I said, because honestly, if I wanted to, I would never, but I could contact a lawyer and get this unit because you broke, you know, or you would have to compensate me somehow, I'm sure. I don't know how that would work, but I was like, you know, I could take you to court because technically it's binding because it's a contract. When you choose to bid on something, there's rules and stuff, you know. So what's wrong with your ears? Nothing. It's hot in here. But I don't know. I'm still a little fired up over it. I'm not happy about it. It is what it is, but you know, he said, no, he's supposed to come pay for it. And I was like, well, it's not a good way of doing business. It said, quite frankly, I'm going to write down the address for this facility and remember to not ever bid on a unit at this one again. So, yeah, thanks, Alisia. I would have felt, see, exactly. We both felt some type of way. Another thing that's interesting too, one of the units that we did actually end up buying, we bought 2 small little 5x5s. One of them has a PS5 box in it. So there was the one that we ended up losing in the end that had the Xbox One box. Then this one that we did win with a PS5 box, there were at least 3 others that we saw with PS5 boxes in them. That seems weird. I'm not missing a gauge. I've got them both, pink and green. Thank you, Alisia. She knows I wear 2 different colors. What was I saying? I don't even know. But oh, we were thinking it was odd that there were so many PS5 boxes. Yeah, you know if one's missing for sure. It won't be a nice circle. That's what I'm wondering, Kristen. Like, we've done like pretty much every unit we've ever bought, all but maybe 2. One for sure was not through public storage. We use storage treasures, but we normally buy them from public storage through storage treasures because they have 0 cleaning deposit, which is nice. So, you know, we don't have to go get cash and hand them cash and all that junk, but so we normally try to go buy those units. Like cat, yes, they do. Big stretched cat butts, which is a weird thing to say. I probably shouldn't say that on a live stream. Sincerely, I would stay away from them. They seem shady. I know, kind of, right? We've never had a problem with them though before, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just a fluke thing. Who knows? Could be. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll probably still buy more, but the lady I ended up dealing with on these 2 small units though, she's awesome. She's awesome. So that's normally how it is. Normally the people are really cool. So let's see. Let's look this one up. It looks like it's not anything crazy, and it's missing its... Oh, I can see where its logo was. The little sun is all faded off of it. So this one's not worth a ton. This one's not worth doing. People are asking like 20 for it on eBay if it has its logo, of course. So I have my, I don't know if you guys... Yeah, you'll be able to see it. I have my cart set up that I use for live streams. So I figured I'd do eBay on one and then anything else go in the bottom. So I know that it's not like a big, incredible eBay score. But I'm hoping we find some of those, because you never know. I'm excited to still clean out 2 small lockers, though. One of them has a Harry Potter Lego box on the very top of a stack. So really hoping it's in there. That would be super cool to get some Harry Potter Legos. Especially for Xena. Xena has a little collection going. We're going to look up this guy with the pink streak. Huh, sounds like somebody in the chat. Hair with a hot pink streak in it. Let the dig begin. Heck yeah. And they're small, so it'll be nice and easy. Thank goodness. Gusty Unicorn. What? My Little Pony G1 Gusty Unicorn from Hasbro. Likely produced around 84 or 85. This says 84. I'm going to take his picture again, though, because this is a really crappy, blurry. I bet you I need to clean the lens. Let's try that again, see if we can get him a little clearer. There we go. That's nice. Looks good. Yep. His name is Gusty. I guess that's what the leaves are for. So Gusty, let's see if we see any 20. People are asking 10, asking 20. That says 1986. This one. Let me look it up on my laptop. I have a box of Hong Kong My Little Pony to list. See, that's what I'm looking through. These are all Hong Kongs. It looks like 81, 82, something like that is going to be G1. Stripper names. Gusty. I hope you don't find a stripper named Gusty. Oh, man. That sounds like a rough time. MLP sheep loves. This is why I wanted to go live, because you guys are a freaking hoot. And I can just enjoy myself and chat with you guys. I'm hoping that this will alleviate some stress every week. I would like to, I have not set anything in stone. I would like to do one live a week and one regular video a week. I think that that's probably what we're going to go with for now. I might change the day that I drop the video. I think for now, like this coming week, since we're doing 2 storage units tomorrow, they'll be relatively easy videos for me. So they'll be separate, but I'll probably drop one of those on Tuesday or Wednesday. There's a gnat right here. So we'll see. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking though. Let's look up MLP 1984 Gusty. 22, 18. Let's see. What does it say for sold? In beautiful condition, better condition than this. Around 20. So this one will either go to our booth or dollar auction, I think, maybe. I'll do some further research just in case, but, you know, I gotta be for sure. Looks like the sell-through rate is not incredible, so what did it say? 31 sold. And 75 listed, so that's what? Probably like 40% sell-through rate. How hot is it there? We hit 90. Ooh, 96? Let me see if Xena's iPad tells me. It might. Does it say on the home page? 86? I feel like that's a lie. It's hot. Okay, fine. Linda confirmed it. 84. It's gross. I need to look into a portable air conditioner. Kristen, I think that might have been you that pointed out portable air conditioner. I think you said window unit, but somebody said that. Raining and cold. I would love that. I would love that. 88 in Mississippi. They have them at Walking. Huh? I was mowing around the barn and it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm sure it's not bad if you're like actually outside with air moving. I mean, I've got this little fan going, but it kind of gets, like, it felt great in here earlier today. And I went and paid for one of the units. I could only get into one. And then came back. I was gone for like 2 hours. When I came back, it's hot in here. So, hi, Gloria. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you made it. I'm just, you know, this was very impromptu. I had a feeling I was going to go live today, but I wasn't sure how things would go since we bought a couple storage units. I wasn't sure how quickly I'd be able to get home and things like that. I also wanted to make sure that I went live prior to anybody on the dollar auction going live. I didn't want to, you know, override what they were doing. I want to make sure that people get as many customers as possible. So 65 in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Beach by repeat. Hey, Amy. How's Gooch? I love that Matt named her Gooch, and she's the cutest little thing. I was dying when I was watching your video, and she was on your little dashboard everywhere you guys went. It was the cutest. So I'm gonna put her down here. I'm not doing very much research here, am I? This is how I roll. Not ready for the storms coming. Oh, that's right. Zena said it's supposed to rain. Crap, and we got to do those 2 storage units. I bet you we could fit it all in her car. I don't know. There's a Christmas tree in one of them. No, we can't. The second one we can't. The one that I didn't get to put a lock on today. Shoot. We're going to have to figure that out. Waiting for handbags. She's gooching. Rain and hail. Is that coming tonight, Linda? I'm really bad about checking the weather. That's all Zena's department. That's her thing. She listens to the news and the weather every morning, but that's because she works outside, you know, so. We had hail at the beach last night. That's weird. I bet that was interesting looking at hitting the water. It always looked cool when we lived in the other house before we moved here. It had a pool. We got big hail that one time, like good size hail, like quarter size. And watching that hit the pool was pretty neat. You texted me an AC unit? Oh, one to try? I'll have to look at it after the live. Cold and rainy here in Omaha. That sounds, oh, that's my favorite. We did get a little, like, we were rainy and stuff for so many days here at our house for like 2 weeks that I kind of started to dread it, even though it's my favorite weather. Oh, there it is, Kristen. I'll have to look at that afterwards. But thank you for sending me that link. I appreciate it. Come on, turn around. I'm gonna just lay her down. Oh, Cotton Candy here. That's what we're gonna call her, Cotton Candy. What's her real name? Dainty Dahlia. 1980s, 1987. She is G1, so Generation 1. Dainty Dahlia. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's a baby one. Where is she on here? Let's just change this, since I've got a basic 1987 Dainty. Yes, that's definitely a stripper name. You're right, Ash. Is it Ash or Ashley? I want to make sure I call you the right name. Dahlia. Okay, so she's supposed to have a blowout. It looks like. Perfume puff. Is she supposed to smell good or something? Checking to see if any air shoots out when you squeeze her. Oh, I see. She's got a perfume bottle is her thing. Let's see. Ooh, this might be a good one. 18 listed. How many sold? 2 sold, so her sell-through rate's terrible, but she's like a $40. Alisia, I love you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. You're a doll. I'm definitely going to look into those. I need to get on Best Buy. That's why I was just going to look on Best Buy. Because I have an account with them already, so I can always get one through them and earn rewards and stuff like that, you know, so double dip. 0 interest and then get rewards and stuff too, so probably just go through them, order one. Thank you. That's the sweetest thing, Alicia. I appreciate that. So here we go. So this one's like 40. 40 that, well, she sold for 47 once with some sort of a ribbon in her hair. She needs a little cleanup, but I'll put her in the top box and I'll research her further before I put her on eBay if that's what I'm going to do. This one has, look at this one's hair. That's pretty. All the colors. She's got, what is that, little ice cream? Oh, her tail is a little brown right there. Just realized what I was saying. Like a little ice cream sundaes or something. Ice cream floats. Oh, I just realized her eyes are gems, too. When's she from? 85? She looks kind of creepy with those gems. Kristen! You guys are crazy. Y'all don't have to do that. Y'all are so sweet. I really, really want to get a mini split out here, but I know that that's going to cost a bit. And I need to talk to Steve, because I think he may have installed theirs. I need to talk to him and see if I can do it, since we have brick on the outside. I don't know if it needs to vent somewhere. So I got to figure that out. Because I would prefer to install it myself. I don't know how safe that is, but I'm pretty sure Steve installed his. So I figured I'd ask him, or ask my brother-in-law. He might know too, so he's pretty handy himself. He does most everything himself too. Y'all are sweethearts. Does that make that show up? Yeah, there we go. You sweethearts. Let's see. Who are you? You are... Oh, it pulled up the cartoon on here. Fizzy... Is that right? Oh, here she is right here. That's a picture of her. Is there no... Oh, here we go. Fizzy Green... Wait. Fizzy Green. Fizzy figure. I'm just going to put Fizzy and see what comes up. Oh, there we go. Now I can see that. I didn't scroll. I was like, there's got to be more chat. Where is it? He did install this. Okay, I will definitely talk to him first. May come across with... That's true. I thought about that. The ones that are stand-up, you don't have to vent. Like the little portable ones that you can like roll around and stuff. That's what I was thinking, was you didn't have to vent them. Because I do have a window unit from my rent house before I met Xena. And it has been in storage. It's in excellent condition. I haven't plugged it in a while, but it does work. Last I knew. But I just can't use it in these windows because they're old slide windows, you know, so it would be a pain to do it. So, okay, cool. Cool. So, yeah, it would be sweet to find one in a storage unit or blank at a yard sale. Oh, gosh. We have some window units and we use them in the garage. We don't. Really? I looked up if you could do that because I thought about setting it up on like a little table or a stand or something, and it says not to do it because it needs to exhaust, and it exhausts out hot air, so it kind of counteracts itself. Thank you, Linda. I am gonna check though. I'm gonna start looking on Best Buy because we need a dehumidifier for the basement too. So we need to look into that as well. I was looking at those. They're actually a lot cheaper than I thought they would be as well. What was this one? 1985. Yes, it doesn't hurt anything. Just point to her. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. 1985. And her name was, or his name is Fizzy. This is fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. Let's see. So this one, not fantastic. 12. Oh, already unsold. 12 sold. This one's probably like 15 or so. Some for 9. This one's questionable. How did you and Xena meet? I love hearing you. Okay, I'll tell you that story. So, I decided to start reselling so that I could buy a motorcycle. I made that my purpose. I was interested in reselling first because I kind of started, I randomly saw YouTube videos. I don't know how they got into my feed. I think it may have been, I used to watch Tindo all the time. He doesn't make videos right now or anymore, but I used to watch him because I think I had found him because of video game stuff. And then he also does reselling stuff. So I think by watching him, I started to get suggestions for reselling channels. I'm giving you the long story apparently. Franchise Kicks, I started watching him. Him and his wife do unboxings. They're resellers. And then Harry Tornado popped up. And I was like, this is cool. So I started reselling with the purpose of I want to get my motorcycle license. And I want to buy a motorcycle. So I started using that as supplemental income to start doing that. So I got my motorcycle. I had it for a short period of time, and I found out through a YouTuber that I watch, Her Two Wheels. Her name's Jessica also. She rides a Harley, and like this is what she does for a living now, is ride motorcycles and make videos. That would be cool. So I started watching her, and she announced that she was going to be at a motorcycle event in Texas at the Texas Motor Speedway. Keeping you entertained while you listen for show. Good. We'll have to watch it. So Texas Motor Speedway motorcycle event, and I was like, that's not that far away. Texas Motor Speedway is like, from where I was living at the time, I'm like 40 minutes outside of from where I used to live, but it's like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, something like that. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna call Mom because I can stay with Mom because she lived not far from there, like not horribly far from there, is doable. So I was like, hey Mom, you want to go with me to a motorcycle rally? And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And she goes, okay, let's go. It was like not the tail end of COVID, of course, but I don't know, can I say that word on YouTube Live now yet? Pandemic. It was during the pandemic, but it was when people were starting to do outdoor events again. And so it was the first outdoor event that me and Mom did together. It was a great motorcycle. See, it was very fun. It was Mom's first venture out into public, really, other than going like to the grocery store and stuff, in a while. So it was really fun for us both to get out and get in the sun and enjoy ourselves. While I was there, I saw a motorcycle group called the Litas. It was all women's. They had a lot of women's stuff there, which was super cool. So I found we found a couple booths with women's groups. One of them said Oklahoma City or Oklahoma on it, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I should go talk to them and just say hi. And let me close the door. Maggie's barking. So I said, let me go say hi, and I'll see what do they do, like what are they about, things like that. And I got to talking to this girl, and she goes, she was not from Oklahoma, but there were girls from Oklahoma there. She said, let me grab this other girl. I think her name is Jen. Yeah, Jen. She said, let me grab Jen. She's going to come over and I'll introduce you guys because she lives in the Oklahoma City area and they're riding back tomorrow. And so she came over, we started chatting. She says, come with me. She said, if you want, you can ride back with us tomorrow morning if you feel okay with it. And I was like, I'd be all right with that. So I ended up, Mom rode with me. She drove her car behind me. And we went to where this girl and one other girl were staying at an Airbnb, and we met up. And I rode home with these girls. I had just met them the day before for like 15 minutes. And I rode all the way back to Oklahoma with them through the pouring rain once we got into Oklahoma. So that was fun. So that group had another meetup in Oklahoma City, and they invited me. So I went, and it was at this little bar in a hotel. And at the other, it was like long table, and we were all lined up on it, just having drinks and like appetizers and stuff. And the dogs are barking at the neighbors. Zena was at the other end of the table with her bestie at the time. And so we didn't really talk at all that night. But we went from that place to a different one. We ended up not liking that place. So we went to another one, and Zena was still far away from me, so we never ever talked. She swears that I looked at her like, help me to get away from these other girls that I was talking to. I don't remember it. She swears up and down that I was looking at her for help. I let her have it. I'm like, if you want to go with that, that's what we'll go with. But we definitely tell it differently. Then some time went by. That event ended. We never had a real interaction. And then I got a random message from her on Facebook or Instagram. And she confessed to me later that she had been stalking me on Facebook and seeing all the pictures and rides that I had been doing. She just wanted to talk. I know, right? She's chicken like me, so she didn't come over and say anything. But she ended up messaging me and saying, hey, do you want to go for a ride? Because she didn't really have a lot of friends either here, because she hadn't been living in Oklahoma very long. So just for a couple of years, but she didn't have like a real friend group. So I stalker. So she told me that she had Facebook stalked me and saw that I was going on all these rides, and she wanted somebody to ride with because the group wasn't really doing a whole lot of rides. So she reached out to me and said, hey, you want to go for a ride? And I was like, where do you want to go? I thought it was going to be me and her and some other girls. It was just her. She's sneaky. So we ended up going to Paul's Valley, I think it is, Oklahoma. They have a toy museum there. Cool museum if you ever get the chance to go. It's really fun. We enjoyed it quite a bit. One night stand and never ended. Ah, there you go. That sounds about right. How long for the U-Haul? I'm kidding. I got married in 4 months last time. See, right. We went and did something. She knew that I liked that kind of thing. She likes that kind of thing too. She's a huge nerd, just like me. Both of us are big nerds. So, yeah, we went on that ride. We went and did that. And then after we left there, we ended up coming back to Oklahoma City. We weren't ready to go home, so we went to a place to get some food and had beers. And that sounds really irresponsible. We had beers and then got on our motorcycles. But, like, one beer. But, yeah. 3 years before we moved in together. Good for you. Good for you. It didn't take Xena and I really super long. Few months. But I think it took over a year for her to propose. But we're not married. We're too lazy to go get married, honestly. Paul's Valley. Thank you, Mom. I knew you would know. We have family there. Took me 3 years. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. So, that's the story of us. We met each other through a motorcycle rally after I got stalked. But Connor and I moved in together in 6 months. That's about me and Xena. It was probably close to that. Maybe a little sooner. But, like I said, my first marriage, well, my only marriage, it was like 4 months we were married. Oh, Mom, it was romantic. So Xena proposed to me the weekend of my 40th birthday, I think. Yeah, we were in Hot Springs for my 40th birthday. You're getting another story. Hot Springs for my 40th birthday. They surprised me with it. We were just there to adventure and walk around and look and see what we could find. We went to, they have a nerd museum there that's super fun. And see, there you go. You've agreed to be forever partners. See, I'm cool with that too. Chicken to tell his mom if they live together. eHarmony, there you go. Success story. But, so we were in Hot Springs. We went up this tower. They have this big lookout tower, and it goes, it's high. It's really high. It's like a, what do you call it? A bird's nest or whatever, like they have on pirate ship, or, you know, on ships, where you can, eagle's nest, where you can see really far. And we were up there on the very top, looking out. And I turned around, and she was proposing to me, so it was really sweet. Oh, man, plenty of fish. I went on 2 dates from Plenty of Fish. One, and they were boys. One was he was a very nice guy. I actually wouldn't mind if he randomly popped up one day when we could be friends. He's a very nice guy. The other one, he was horrible. He was horrible. He couldn't, like, he was like, you want to go to IHOP? I'm like, sure. Then we had to go to his mom's to ask for money so he could borrow money to go to IHOP. When we got to IHOP, all he could afford was to buy us coffee. 13 years. Met mine on Tinder. Oh, man. 8 years this June. See? It works. That guy was awful, though. Holy cow. I can't tell all my stories in my first live. Gosh. But that guy he was terrible. He got up to go to the bathroom or make a phone call or something. I don't know. I can't remember what. I think he said go to the bathroom. And the waitress came by to see if everything was, to check on us. And I said, we're not going to need the menus. And I said, and here's a tip. I handed her some cash, and she goes, first date? And I go, yeah, last. And she laughed. She goes, I got you. Don't worry about it. I just felt bad because she thought she had a customer, and she was going to get a tip. So he was terrible, Mom. That was a one date, and I was, what a bad time. This one has a jewel eye, too. Look at this neon. This must be from the same line as that other one. So, yeah. Bad dates. The other guy was super sweet. The one actual date that we went on was to the town that Xena and I live in now, which is like, it's outside Oklahoma City, so totally random that we just happen to live in the same town now, but we love it. Sometimes I wonder if I'll bump into him. He had a super jealous girlfriend that he came to help me with my truck, and she got all jealous and stuff. That was after we dated. Which was one date, really, so not dated. Ooh, what's your name? This one might be good. Masquerade. She 1987 also. Corey and I dated for a whole 6 months long distance Then, oh, then he dumped me. I kept hanging out with his sister 29 years and we still annoy each other. Hey, Glitter Witch! What? Yikes. Oh, gosh. That's funny. Hey, Xena and I annoy each other, too. That's kind of the fun of it. Like, we poke fun at each other all the time. All the time. What is wet? Did I... Oh, I sat my drink down. Masquerade. Sound it out. Looks like I missed some good tea. Hey, you can rewatch it. You should be able to rewatch this, right? Do I have to do any settings to make this rewatchable? There's more to the story, but too long to type here. Yeah, I've been telling stories, Glitter Witch, and other people are chiming in now, so. Let's see. What does this one say? 25, 17, 14, 20, 18. This one is probably going to be booth or dollar auction. You have to pester each other. You don't really... Exactly. I've been telling people that for years. If I don't poke fun at you, I don't like you. If I'm not giving you a hard time, I do not like you. You like tea time. Me too. I don't mind telling stories. I think I've told Xena all my stories so far. Anything I could think of. So it's we're getting to the point now where we're telling the same stories over and over. Especially Xena. Well, let's see. Oops. Oh no, what did I do? Still trying to figure out how to work this dang iPad. I'm not the best at it. Get back. Back. Back, I tell you. This girl might be, this might be a stripper My Little Pony. She's got lips on her rear. Her name is Glory. Characterized by its unicorn horn and purple and... Oh, I didn't notice that they don't all have a unicorn horn. How did I not know that? Yeah, look, there's a ton of them that don't have a unicorn horn. So is the unicorn horn what signals them as G1? That's what this thing makes it sound like. White body, glittery symbols on its flank. So this is not a rear, this is a flank. Purposely annoy the crap out of the ones I love most. Exactly. Wine time. Who's having wine time? Husband's the best, but don't tell him because he already has a big head. Oh, you like wine time instead of tea time. Supposed to be a pony, not a unicorn. That's true. That's true. Let's see. This one is 1983. This one's a bit older. So far, the oldest we've found is 82. So this one's 83. Picked up a stenographer machine yesterday. Ooh, nice. I had one of those really early on. I don't remember if we sold it or not. We were going to give it... We had a roommate for a little while when I first moved in with Xena. And I think we gave it to her at first, and then she decided she wasn't going to use it because she used to do that for a while. That's the one where you have the thing with a foot pedal, right? For like stop and go or something like that. And you type and all that. Glory. Her name is Glory. Thank you, Ash. I asked you earlier, is it Ashley or Ash? I didn't catch it earlier. That's my fault. Making sure I didn't miss anything else. Hoping to sell for... Ooh! Okay, the one that we had was not 500. It was more like 100. Ash. Okay, cool. Got you. Court reporter, right. Yes, that's the kind of stuff that she used it for, was like data entry. I think she might have done medical data, or what, data, however you want to say it. Oh, is this not... Okay, this is not lips. It's actually supposed to be... Is it a shooting star? It looks... Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be a shooting star. There's supposed to be a star right there, and this is like the trails, like a comet. Thrift through time! Okay, okay, Ash. Thrift through time. I'm going to do my best to remember that. I will probably forget, so you have to forgive me. Let's see, she has... That's what I thought it was lips. It's not lips, though. It totally looks like lips. I can see the star now that, like, if you get it in the right light, I can see the star where it's worn off. So she's going to be another booth or dollar auction. She's... Well, parts, I assume. I'm going to check anyway, because if she's some craziness and somebody knows how to put a new tail on these things, Maybe. You never know. Sometimes even the broken and rough looking are worth something. Her name is Kiss My Assets. Grams and Linda. You too. 40th anniversary 4-inch Snuzzle. Her name is Snuzzle. Let's look her up. What was she? 1982. So she's an older one. So easy to customize and give it a... Okay, good to know. Thank you, Glitter Witch. I had a feeling one of you guys would know. 1982 Snuzzle. Yeah, it does kind of look like you could do almost like the tire patch thing where you have the plug and you... with the hook and then it lets go and you pull it back out. No worries, my glass candies that I ordered from you and Xena made it to me. Oh, good. I'm so glad. We're going to have to keep an eye out for those. Those did really well for us. I was happy. I'm glad that you got them because you said that you have a collection, correct? Hey, see? Having some knowledge of tire stuff works. Yeah, this one's not worth much. Even in good condition, it's not worth a whole lot. So maybe we'll put that one in a lot with this guy who got his crazy haircut. Guy, gal, could be anyone. Well, oh, daggum, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube. Or y'all might ditch me if I keep singing. You collect them. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Not commenting on that with the plug. That's probably for the better. YouTube channel on how to fix and clean. Ooh, I'll have to look that up for how to clean them. Yep, mohawk. It looks like a rocker. So, supposed to have, definitely not supposed to have hair like that. What's your name, little pony? Firefly. Probably not going to be worth anything because of that. 1983. Hopefully there's not a ton of them like that are messed up, you know. But what little girl wasn't trying to, or boy, trying to customize their toys, right? Whoa. Had my hand in the wrong spot. Right? $10 in good condition. Alright. We're going to use this little... I'm going to put the meh ones in here. The ones that have custom hairdos. Let's look up one of these little ones. Look at this one. It's so cute. That one's way cute. 87. Let's see. What's going on here? You went through the haircut. You say, yeah, right? I'm sorry, Steve. I just randomly decided I scheduled it for 6 so that I could be done before the first person. I think it's Daisy Picks and Thrifts goes live at 7 on the dollar auction. So y'all make sure you go over there. What time is it? I need to keep an eye on that. 6:48. Okay, so my timer's right on time with what I need it to be. Oh yeah, all the dating stories, lips on butts, ponies with a hole. It's like y'all's live last night. That was funny. So Firefly. Oh, I'm taking a picture of this one. That's what we're doing. I'm over here about to drop the iPad. No, go away. Back. I'll get this down one of these days. It's not as easy as my phone. This is Zigzag the Zebra. That could be alright. Happy heart you missed it. Oh, yep, there you go. Well, hi. Yes, the booty hole. That's alright. So the plan, Steve, since you're here, I imagine Donna can hear too. The plan is for me to do this like once a week. I gotta figure out what day. But that's the plan. Because this is fun. Like, I'm just chilling, talking to everybody, looking up and sorting ponies. I've got trolls. I've got more. I'm not gonna get through all these ponies today. But what did I end up doing for Xena's birthday? Nothing yet, but she needs a TV. So she's probably getting a TV. We went to mount a TV, one of the ones that was at the old house. We had it stored behind our love seat against the wall. And I don't know when it broke, but there's a big fat crack. It was like a 60-inch TV with a big old crack right at the very top that kind of like spidered out. So I don't know if we broke it in moving or if it got broken. We don't ever sit in that recliner. The dogs go behind it from time to time, but we don't know what happened to it. So she needs a TV for the basement. So that's probably what she's going to get. Pink Pony Club. I was jamming to that on the way home earlier. Great song. She's not in here, but I'll tell her. Oh, is somebody... Oh, yeah. We also discussed plugs. Domestic. What? Here today. What the heck are you talking about? Find a TV. I thought about that, but I can get her a brand new one, like up to date brand new one for like in the $200 to $300 range for like a 50 to 60 inch. So it's not too bad. Jam into some Matchbox 20. There you go. That song does slap hard for real. I normally listen to Spotify, and I normally listen to Miley Cyrus radio because she listens to her Spotify has a lot of really good other music attached to it, including Chapel Roan. And I clicked on Chapel's name and went in and followed her today, so I'll start getting more of her stuff too. Because I wasn't getting much. Girls be scrapping. Here today. You're in the wrong place if you think that's what happens around here. We do not condone or act like that. Deanna, I didn't see you. I'll have to check that out. See, I love the newer Miley Cyrus stuff. That's what I normally jam to when I'm riding my motorcycle. So it's probably going to be some Chapel Roan now too. I plugged in my helmet today, guys. When I got home, I was like, I'm plugging in my helmet because it has the wireless Bluetooth headset so that Xena and I can talk to each other. But I can also listen to music. So Linda, you always throw me off with the punk rock. Like, you just don't look like a punk rocker. But I love that about you. Lily Rose. I don't know who Lily Rose is. I'll have to look that up. Listen to enough Miley Cyrus when Jada was oh, that's a different Miley Cyrus. She's definitely different now. That's for sure. Almost everything. Yeah, I listen to a lot of 90s country, pop, rock. 80s, 90s is my favorite by far. But I do really like some newer Miley Cyrus and Chapel Roan. Dua Lipa, great. She's good and she is fat. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll have to check her out. What was it again? Let me write it down real quick because I'll forget. Lily, I'll find it. Lily Rose. I'm writing her down, Kristen. Because I'm going to look her up. Lily Rose. Cool. She's country. Okay. LA Guns in the late 80s, and they were good. Like Miley, she's like a phoenix. For real. For real. 90s on 9 Sirius Radio as well as the Pulse. Okay. Lily Rose, Johnny Depp's daughter. Should I go to Omaha and see LA Guns tonight? Anyone? There. Oh, I see why you're talking about that. Yeah, Hannah Montana is definitely a lot different than Miley is now. For sure. But her music, I love her music now. It's very empowering. If, like, I'm not a feminist by definition or anything. I'm just saying she's a very female-driven kind of feminist energy, I guess. So that's not the right one for this. Which one is this? This is 1987. Maggie's out there barking again. Of course. Probably like Sebastian Bach's biography. Ooh. That sounds cool. Bar sucks for concerts. Ugh. Old school Skid Row. Steve is definitely into the old school stuff. You got some cool t-shirts too. Zigzag. Zebra. Let's look at this one up. So stinking cute. 16, 20, 18. I have a feeling we're not going to find anything ridiculous in here, but who knows? We still got a lot to go. I'm definitely not going to get to them all today. How much time? We got like 6 minutes before Daisy Picks and Thrifts goes live, so I'll end this at 7, just so that if you guys want to go, I'm going to go over and catch some of her show, at least a little bit of it. I got to cook dinner and stuff, but Jelly Roll. Been to 5 Jelly Roll concerts. Wow. Glitter Witch, do you watch the Viral podcast at all? Chelsea Lynn and Paige Jen. I wore their t-shirt in that last video. Hi, Jefferson. She knows Jelly Roll and Bunny. They've gotten close. Seems, well, like, friend, as close as you can get probably to them without being, like, besties or anything. Don't watch them if you don't enjoy crude humor. They just say whatever they're thinking. That's why I like watching them and listening to them, because it's, for me, it's a release. Like, you know what I mean? Like, relaxing. And I get to laugh. Because, yeah, see, Buddy, yeah, you like Buddy. Buddy's, she seems like a pretty cool person. She doesn't look like she doesn't look like her personality, I guess. But that's what you get for judging a book by its cover, right? So, yeah, she seems to be pretty awesome. It's out by my house in Village Point. Yeah. I wouldn't want to stand at a concert either. Yeah. I just enjoy watching them. I hope nobody judges me if they do go watch them and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe Jessica watches this. I think they're hilarious. Mini split talk. Yes, there was mini split talk. Steve, Alisia says that you installed your own mini split. Do I have to vent it like outside, or can I vent it into like the attic up here if I install it myself? The Viral podcast. VIRAL, like a viral video. They have like, what they just put out every Wednesday, they put out a new one, and it was 175 this week. Most foul comedy stuff, so no, but see, they're foul, but it's all in good humor. They're all besties. It's Chelsea is from Oklahoma, so I think that's how I ended up watching her. You may remember her from Vine. She did a Vine a long time ago, and she's got her hair slicked back and it looks greasy, and she's like, she walks up to these girls in a car with their window rolled down and goes, hey, one of y'all got a cigarette? Or a light? No, she says, one of y'all got a cigarette? And they go, no, we don't smoke. They're like real rude. And she goes, well, F you, and walks off. That was her first viral video. So that was what started it for her. But she was on Vine for a while. And then she just popped up, started doing the podcast with Paige, and it's funny. Yes, Trailer Trash Tammy. That is correct. That's exactly who I'm talking about. They also have, it's actually on my TV right now. I was watching it before I went live. Trailer Tales podcast. It's her as Tammy, playing the character Tammy, and then her friend Libby Higgins, who's also a comedian, and she plays Crystal, who's supposed to be her cousin. So, and then their friend Dave, well, he plays their friend Dave. What's his name? Jeremiah Watkins. He's another comedian. So, very funny. Mini split is mounted outside, about 4-inch or 6-inch hole cut into the wall to run lines. That's what I'm worried about, is running the lines, because we have brick. I guess it could come through the eave. Up and through, right? Because it's brick all the way up until you get to the eaves where the... See, yes, Jeremiah Watkins. Yeah, he does that with Tammy and Crystal, which is Libby and Chelsea. Check that out for sure if you love Jeremiah Watkins. He's very funny. Very funny. I don't know if I've actually watched any of his specials. I've seen, so they've done, like, I know he does stand-up on the spot. Libby and Chelsea both have done stand-up on the spot with him. Why are you marry me? Well, I'm engaged already, so I can't marry someone else. Xena might be sad. So this one looks like it's like 18, 20 bucks. Not gonna super chat you for a mini split. You don't have to do that, Steve. You don't have to do that. You guys are funny. That's okay, Myra. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? That's okay, Steve. I'll let you know. Oh, thank you, Alisia. Thank you. You guys are catching stuff before me. You guys are silly. We're going to get it figured out. I was talking to them, Steve, about buying a portable air conditioner for right now. Because the mini splits are like $1,500. I don't know if you got a better deal on yours or not, but everything I was looking at was like $1,500. Myra, I can't. If you want to buy something from me, we do auctions on thedollarauction.com. What was that? Z is for thedollarauction.com. That's Steve. He's way better at that. He had a... I've heard of Scissor Brothers. You're right. Yes, I've heard of that one. I have never watched it, though. So, okay, so this one, 21 listed. It doesn't have a terrible sell-through rate. 21 and 14, so it's still not great, but that was like 15 or so. Well, let's put that one down here. We're looking for crazy good ones. So, exactly. That's why I love them, because they're dumb, and it's funny. But they're just being themselves. That's the kind of humor that I like, when people are just being themselves, being ridiculous, saying whatever they're saying, you know what I mean? I should do more lives. I will do more lives, I promise. What? Okay, Myra, you're obviously a troll. All in, it was like 1,700. Portable air works good. Still have to do event outdoors. Okay. It's not too hard. Okay, cool. Good chat. Have a good evening. Thank you. Yes, alright guys, so I will, since it's after 7 and Daisy Picks and Thrifts, I believe, am I saying that right? Picks and Thrifts? I think so. Since she's live right now, I'm going to let you guys go. Go over to thedollarauction.com and check out her stuff. She normally has some pretty good stuff. So, I think last time she had some candles that she made, soy candles and stuff, so that was cool. But, did that before adding more. Yes, that's right. That's why I'm thinking so Glitter Witch, what I'm thinking is 1 video, 1 live. If I switch to a live instead of a second video, it's literally all I did was go live. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to do anything, and I can leave this little setup I've got going on here, figure out how to turn it sideways. But so it'll be a lot easier on me. I feel free today, like I have more time than I normally do on a Friday, because I don't have to spend 4 to 6 hours editing a video. So it's definitely, I've felt so much more free today than I have on a Friday in ages. But alright guys, looks like everybody's got stuff to do. We're gonna go, if you guys are gonna go over to thedollarauction.com, I'm gonna switch over to there myself, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Stick around. Like I said, I'll do another one of these next week. I'll try to let you guys know a little bit further in advance. And I'll drop a regular video either on Tuesday or Wednesday of one of the storage units that Zena and I got today. So we'll clean them out tomorrow, and I'll put that in a video Tuesday or Wednesday. So, alright guys, I'll see you later. I appreciate you guys. Now I gotta figure out how to do this. I'm assuming I hit the X and it'll tell me what to do. So, alright. Bye guys. Love you so much. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I had a blast. Bye!